So Tracy Aviary is a zoo in downtown Salt Lake City in Liberty Park, and we have more than 100 different species of bird here. So we're a zoo that is just specific to birds, so you can see birds from across the world right here in Utah. So I have an Indian peafowl feather, also known as a peacock. The males are known as peacocks. And I just think that they are really famous for their tails because they get these incredibly long feathers with beautiful eye spots on the ends of them. And that is something that I do want to point out. It's actually not a tail feather. It grows off of their back. So we always think of the peacock's tail being a really famous part of their body, but they still need their tail to be able to steer when they fly. So even though peacocks, we might see them walking around a lot, they can still fly, and tails really help birds to gain lift when they're flying and to steer. So I also have an actual peacock tail feather. This is the feather that's growing behind the fancy feathers, and actually does serve in their display as well because it will help lift up. They'll like flip their tail feathers up to flip up those back feathers to show off these really beautiful long feathers. In a lot of cases, the male birds are more colorful than the females, and that is something that they use to attract a female, to show them that they would be really great parents, or that they have really good genes. So the peacock's tail feathers tell that female, like, wow, he's able to get enough food to be able to grow this really fancy trait. He's still fast enough to get away from predators, even with this really big tail train weighing him down. And it is also telling them a little bit about his genes as well. So the females will actually look at how symmetrical that display is and look for those eye spots and see if they're spread out over the whole display or if there are more on one side than the other. And that tells them a little bit about what kind of genes he might pass on. You might see some peacocks and peahens wandering around the aviary. We always encourage everybody to give the peacocks their space, but they are very nice. They're not going to come after you or anything. They wander around the grounds with us, and we just want to make sure that we give them their space. Since this is their home, we don't want them to ever feel like, you know, giants are coming into their home stomping around. But if you do give them their space, you can watch them do really cool behaviors. The males are displaying right now, so you might get to see them trying to show off. And sometimes my favorite thing to find them doing is taking a dust bath. It's really cute. They roll around in the dirt, and that actually helps keep their feathers in good condition. So that's something that you can look forward to on a visit. This summer, we have on-site programs that are included with your admission. So you can go to a bird show where you can get up close and personal with our animal ambassadors, and you can have fun with some of our educators. We're doing programs in the afternoons that you can just jump right into, learn about our stream, get your hands wet, and learn a little bit more about the birds on our grounds.